We joined the super legit crew before the show after Josh explains our summer recording hiatus.
And then regarding the recording stuff, that was Sanders' idea, and I was super against it. I was like, no, we have a good thing going. We're all committed to this. Like, we're like a family. What are we doing? I'm Dom Toretto. And he was just like, dude, we're 16 episodes up. I was like, oh, yeah. So, when?
Josh, are you sure he wasn't like, Alex joined the podcast and I really don't want to do this anymore?
No. That was Jet. I think Jet said, can we get Cobbs instead? Right. So when you mentioned Catherine, he was like, yeah, but do we have to have Alex play? I was like, yeah, it's a tandem deal, man.
Right.
Like,
yeah. It's like, can't we just trade them out? It's like one woman for another.
You honestly
That's
should,
how it works, right?
Catherine's really good, and I would take her baby because I don't want to be pregnant, but I do want a baby.
Yes.
So it's a fair trade.
if this hasn't been said, Alex, I'll say it again. Like, when we first put together this podcast years ago, and, you politely weren't on the thing, we were very bummed. We were like, she should be on the podcast. So after all this time, when you're like, yes, I'm in, let's go to the death, I was like, this is what I wanted from the jump. So
that makes me feel very loved. I also feel like I look like an old man that lives in Santa Monica. I got so sunburnt today, you guys. So I didn't turn my light on because I don't want to draw attention to it. So I'm kind of hiding in the dark so you can't see my terrible sunglass tan.
Anybody that can afford to live in Santa Monica, I mean, you count yourself lucky, old man or otherwise. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
I don't live in Santa Monica. I live in Encino.
But you can pull off the look, and that's all that matters.
But you look like you live in Santa Monica.
Right.
By the way,
oh my goodness,
it's called Santa Monica North, so you're fine.
Yeah, Encino is the Santa Monica of the San Fernando Valley.
I like that.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of the Super Legit Podcast. I am your host, Jet Kaufman.
Are you?
I am. This time I am, and most of the time I am. Gosh, Josh, you are saucy tonight. That's the voice of Josh Spence you hear, by the way.
Hi.
Well, tell you who's here. We've
Saucy
also got
Spence.
Stephen C. James.
Hey, that's me.
Sean Michael Boozer.
It is so nice to be recognized.
Chris Compton.
That is sometimes me.
Alex Rose Wiesel.
That's always me.
And my co-host, Michael Heiman.
Hello, it's me, Michael Heiman.
Hi, Michael.
Here I am.
So happy to have you here as my co-host.
Yes.
Now, who are our guests on this episode?
Wouldn't you like to know, Jet? I'll tell you.
I would. I would, yes.
Our guests. So we have two guests tonight. We have returning champion Douglas Sarine. Back with us.
Too fast, too furious.
Hey, Douglas.
Yes. That's very appropriate because, again, our audience will never know, but he's in his car. Not moving.
That's right.
Not fast.
Well, now they do know. Yeah.
But too furious.
Wait, is he in his car? Do we know that?
Yeah. Each of us is in a different vehicle tonight.
I'm in a Miata.
Douglas is going to be paying for a lift the entire show.
I love improv and this show so much. $56 just for that extended warm up so far. So
the guy won't turn the music on.
And who else do we have, Michael?
We also have our second guest, a longtime hopeful for us, Jason Echols. Welcome.
Jason Echols. Yay. Thanks for having me.
Welcome, Jason. Oh, so good to have you here. Oh, this is great.
So good to be had.
These are like reunions for us. You know, we used to do stage shows at Acme Theater in North Hollywood, and Douglas and Jason were people who we regularly saw there. We had them in various shows that we were producing. They were producing their own shows there, and this is like a reunion. I love it.
I also think we would have Jason on earlier, but he was, making movies and like going to festivals,
this guy was like
awards,
working and stuff,
being a big time Hollywood guy.
Sorry about that.
Deal.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Good thing that finally dried up for us.
Yeah.
Dude, you were cool and just an improviser. Now you're all Hollywood now.
Sold out.
I hope you know, Jason, that we brought you on here so Spence could be passive aggressive.
Yeah, for sure. I'm picking up on that.
Did he need an excuse?
Someone else is saucy.
Yeah. Speaking of sauciness, Michael Heiman, you have our question for this week, don't you?
I have a saucy question too. Tonight's question is, what's the clearly dumbest decision you've ever made that worked out in your best interest?
Oh.
Are we allowed to mention improv? Is that
Yeah.
I feel like that was going to be everyone's first answer,
we
right?
all have the improv story.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely wasn't going to be mine, but I don't feel like mine is even appropriate to share. But
Then
you have to share it now.
now I have to.
Now you're up first. You're up
You
first.
can't make that
It's
lead
not
without
even
going.
and I never tell a story because I'm always like, "Ooh, I'm such an oversharer. It's just me." But here we go. No, the first time I went on a date with my to-be husband, we went way too far.
Did you meet him while working at Tubi?
No,
Okay,
no, I
all
did
right.
not. No, I did not. No, but I like that. I like that pun.
Yeah,
No, we met on Hinge like everyone else.
of course.
But we actually, this is cute. We had our first date on Leap Day of 2020, and we will be
Oh,
married
that's fun.
on Leap Day of 2024, 4 years later.
Wow.
If you're good at recent history and your recent memory is good, that was 2 weeks before the global pandemic.
Yep.
So we spent a whole pandemic together, which definitely encouraged a deeper relationship, which I did not know it was going to go to on our first date. That was before we knew there was going to be a pandemic. So I didn't know that getting very drunk and sleeping with a guy on the first date was going to lead to marriage. So there's a decision that maybe wasn't good, but led to be great.
Well,
I think that's
yeah.
a real testament to your relationship because those aren't good conditions to start a relationship.
No.
Like the worst. And so the fact that y'all stayed together and not just endured, but actually found love together and are planning to take more steps in that direction. That's incredible, Alex. That's phenomenal.
Who would have thought our second date would be here in this fallout shelter? You know, I thought it'd just be fun to show it to you on the first date, but then the bombs fell, and here we are. So,
Yeah, and again, I'm sorry about the picture. It really doesn't. It's not me.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I didn't really. It's kind of thing you don't actually expect to meet them, and so it's kind of like just living the fantasy of being that person. But
I mean,
I'm glad that we're here together.
I get it. I say I'm 5'10", and I'm really 5'10".
Knock, 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 knock. Knock, 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 knock. Knock, knock.
Jonathan, would you like me to open the door? Jonathan, would you like me to open the door?
You're the one with the fallout shelter, so I'm going to assume you know.
We have to help
radiation
people.
better
There
than
could
me.
be survivors out there. This could be their only chance. So, yeah, unlock the door.
Opening the door.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Jonathan. Oh my god, thank God. I'm so glad. Oh jeez.
Kyle?
I'm so glad you let me in.
Kyle?
It's
Is
so
that you?
Yeah. Jonathan, who's this? We've been broken up for like 3 weeks. You're already seeing somebody? Like,
Yeah.
you guys are already shelter close?
You know, I didn't
I
plan
mean-
it that way. I didn't plan it that way, Kyle.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Oh my
Fred is
God.
here.
We happened to
Fred
be
is-
down here when the bombs fell.
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
was the
God.
first date,
Oh.
and here we are. Here we
Knock,
are.
knock, 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 knock.
Would you like me to open the door?
Yes, Doorbot. Open the door. Open the door.
Jonathan. Michael? Who is this third? What is this? We just broke up
I'm
2 weeks
Kyle,
ago.
his ex-boyfriend. Michael's the new guy here. Who are you?
Oh, well, I've actually heard of Michael. I've never heard of you. You dated him?
Oh my god, Jonathan.
I-
You never talked about me?
Jonathan, what the heck?
See, Jet, this is why I think having a desert island to ourselves was the ideal idea. Nobody else is going to be fighting.
No surprises. Okay, I get
Right.
it. All right, I
It's
didn't
the end of the
buy it at
world. Why are
first.
we arguing?
Okay, did you have to bring your entire vinyl collection though?
We are going to make.
We didn't
we're
bring
making the
any
decision to
food,
argue.
but we brought all of your LPs.
Would you like to hear the best of bread?
You know damn well I do, Douglas. Play Bread.
You told me wrong.
See, we can play Bread, and it's not going to get copyrighted.
I appreciate you welcoming me on to this this rowboat when the ship sank, but I think after 2 weeks, I'm realizing we were just trauma bonded. We don't actually have anything in common. I'm going to ask that you leave.
Leave the boat?
Yes, leave the boat. You know this is not working. In your heart of hearts, come on. Let's just be honest with each other about what's going on and what's not going on with us.
Harrison, I know this isn't working with us. I know it's just a trauma bond, but there's It's all water.
Stella, I that's how I feel about our relationship. It's all water. There's nothing real about it.
You always talk in metaphors.
So, James Cameron, we have some notes. The ending doesn't really work for us at the moment.
What are you talking about, man? It's me, James Cameron, and there's no way, man. No way I'm taking a single one of your notes. I made the fucking Terminator, man.
So, but James, I think the problem is that the sinking of the boat happens off screen before the movie begins.
Yeah.
And the rest of it is sort of a 2-hour relationship conversation.
Yeah. I know. I wrote it. I know what happens in the movie. Suit. All right, listen. This is the story of an old woman finding an old jewel, and I'm gonna make it fucking exciting as shit. And it's gonna cost you $700 million, and you're gonna like every minute of it.
And the Academy Award for Best Actor goes to Spencer the Rowboat. Spencer the Rowboat.
How dare you say that about my wife? Bam!
Legit.
Legit.
That was what we call a hacky out.
I like that. I enjoyed it.
It was very topical. We had a lot of topical things. We're a topical show, guys. We're
Oh, yeah.
So topical.
So topical.
Yeah.
Timelessly topical.
I have to say, just to follow up on what he said, like the hardest part of any relationship is like in those is trying to not over contact in those first couple weeks,
Play it
trying
cool.
to play it cool. And,
Oh, yeah.
That's a terrifying, oh, the world is on fire. I had not the same, but maybe metaphorically similar in that
Okay.
shortly after my wife and I started dating, my apartment caught fire. And not my apartment, but another apartment in the building caught fire.
Because of your passionate lovemaking?
Yeah, yes.
I like this. I like where this is going.
There's a lot of friction happening upstairs, guys.
This was a prequel to Elemental.
Good movie, by the way.
But,
Elements.
I saw it.
But it filled up with smoke. But I have asthma, and so I had the first asthma attack I'd had in 20 years. And the only person I could think of to call was Rachel, and she came and picked me up and took me back to her. But it was it got us over that hump of you know what? I can now officially say that I have needed you. And so let's just be human beings in a relationship. But that's a scary moment.
That's the moral of the story, though. I think good relationships may start from trauma bonds.
Yeah.
That might be.
Good relationships start and end in trauma.
When she becomes your emergency contact, that's definitely a new stage of your relationship.
Super.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to thank you all for coming here today for superhero speed dating. I know it's very hard when you're covering the city, fighting crime, doing good.
I'm already done. I'm the Flash. So it was really nice, guys. Thanks.
Barry, go back in time and let's just start that over, and we'll start from the beginning, okay? And you're back. Great. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have ladies on this side and with fellas on this side. And then every 2 minutes, you'll hear a ding, and you guys will switch up, and hopefully we can find a new faction. Like the Avengers of Love.
I hate to break it to you, but there's no ladies here.
Yeah.
Okay, so all men, everybody, get in line.
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah,
We're all cool, right?
I love this. This is what I was here for.
2023.
I mean, you don't wear an outfit like this if you're not fluid.
Hulk smash.
Ding.
I mean, in the multiverse, I think there are all versions of us.
Yeah, we've all got
Yeah, there's
variants, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I love superheroes based on their powers, not based on their gender.
Parts.
Yeah,
Right.
waited.
Yeah. Hulk no care. He here to smash.
Love that. Love that.
We're mixing our properties up really, really good here. Mixing up all the properties.
Yeah.
We've got Marvel. We've got DC.
A little bit of Dark Horse, too, I think.
And then there's some Hanna-Barbera over there in the corner, but I don't think that they're gonna.
Different fuckatash. I'm ready to get down.
Aw, Jinky Scoop.
The Snagglepuss is ready.
I guess they are going to be part of it. Okay.
I don't know, boo-boo.
I see them coming down the hall, but they just keep passing the same trash can over and over and over.
Flash exit stage left.
Oh, well, that was quick. I was hoping to pair him with Batman. Batman, look at all these wonderful superheroes. Who would you like to meet first?
Oh, I think I want to talk to the Hulk. He's a man of few words, and I like.
Okay, let's start
succinct.
there. Hulk, Batman, you two sit together, and let's see what happens in a minute. Ding.
So you're a big guy. I like that.
I'll
I
tell
bet you
you
can
a
pick me up
secret.
over your head. Not a lot of people can do that, because I'm Batman.
Hulk smash. Hulk mad. Hulk always mad.
Yeah, I get that. I'm always haunted by the trauma of losing my parents at a very young age, so I get always feelings on the you can't control.
Your story overtold. Make Hulk mad.
It's not my fault people want to retell it. It's classic, but I
Ding.
agree.
Okay, Batman, just move to the right. We're
What?
gonna get a new
Oh,
superhero in for the Hulk.
okay.
Just everybody move to the right. Hulk, you stay here.
This table?
Next superhero, please.
This table? Okay.
Hi, my name's Aquaman. I'm here to, meet somebody, maybe hang out a little bit, get to know somebody, get deep with them. It's a little ocean fun there. And you are green. You're very green.
Hulk smash.
Oh, well, I mean, not usually on the first date, but I did bring my trident.
Hulk intrigued.
Why don't we just get out of here right now, huh? Come on.
Okay. Yes. Great. We'll have those two move. Let's get Colossus and Wolverine. Colossus, go ahead and take the prime spot.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, what's up, bub?
I've been trying to Americanize myself. Just trying this. People said that the Russian thing just isn't working these days here in America, so I'm gonna try real American it up. So, yo.
Well, you're doing a great job, bub. I don't even know this accent from Russia, so.
Wow, thank you.
You're nailing it.
And I don't even notice the Canadian accent from you. So, we got this.
That's right. I really appreciate that. I've been working real hard with a dialect coach.
Yeah, you got one of those too. Wow, they work miracles, don't they?
Yeah,
wow.
I actually have a dual citizenship now, so.
Now, Logan, repeat after me. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain.
The rain in Spain falls mainly in Spain.
Close enough, Logan. You're showing great improvement. I mean, I would say your speech patterns are regenerating just as fast as those broken bones. Good job, my young man. Good job. Now,
Yeah, my brain doesn't work as good as it did 300 years ago.
It's probably all those bullets to the head.
Now, Logan, the National Health Service here in Canada covers all ailments. And so we'd love to get inside your brain, maybe mess around in there a little bit, see if we can't help you out.
Well, I really appreciate this. I haven't needed you in the past 300 years, but something's changing inside of me, and I could really use some free health care. Thank you.
Okay. Now
Thanks,
we have tried to cut open your skull before, and the adamantium. We don't have an adamantium knife.
Yeah, you're going to ruin all your tools like that. You're going to need
Yes.
actual adamantium to cut the adamantium. You're going to have to take the claw in my hand once I'm sedated and just cut my skull open. It's the only other way it's been done.
Thank you. It was awkward. I was going to ask you, can we use some of your adamantium?
Yeah, please.
If we could take one of your claws, that'd be great. And then, what we'll do is we'll put in a fresh brain in you. We've got lots of fresh brains around. And
great.
so we'll try and maintain as much as Logan as we can, but you will be a new person with a new brain, but you'll still be a lot of you will still
Master, I have come with your new brain. Oh, am I early? I'm sorry.
So you're looking for a temp job? Great. I think we've got a couple in the medical industry looking for some assistant jobs.
Oh, that's great.
Can you tell me a little bit more about your background?
Don't talk about my back. I'm so conscious about it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm going to need to report myself to HR for that.
Thank you.
But we might as well continue because I don't want to waste your time. Now it says here that you have extensive experience with. Oh, it's something scientist. It's a little hard to read. Seems that it must have rained on your resume.
Something scientist is actually pretty accurate.
Oh, it does say something scientist.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yes.
hey guys, I know nobody wants to hear from Daisy at HR, but now that Igor is working here, there are a couple of things.
Guys, it's actually pronounced Igor.
Oh, sorry,
Thank
Igor.
Thank you. I didn't want to say it myself.
I'm sorry. I just want to go ahead and let some folks know we're going to just change the way you speak around here to be more respectful. So Wednesday is no longer hump day.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And we're no longer going to refer to anything around here as backbreaking work or anything else. We're not going to talk about anything.
Question. Why is it no longer referred to as hump day?
Because you might have noticed, I hadn't noticed, but you might have noticed that Igor has a protuberance that has formed a dowager's hump, I believe is the medical's term, and it's rather prominent, and it's something that we don't want to draw attention to outside of the current conversation we are having.
But that's not the meaning of hump day.
No, but they are correlated.
It's from humping.
We don't want to make the difficulty of a midweek workday. We don't want to parallel that with the difficulty of having a dowager's hump in today's society.
And thank you for your understanding. I don't want everyone to tiptoe around me like this. It's just, there's certain things that are trigger words for me, and I want to have a good experience working with you all and supporting
Can we get back to him
and
in a
support
second?
you? And anybody who can't change, if they don't like it, they can lump it. I mean, if they don't enjoy it, they can find a way to process it differently.
Now, I know, guys, I know this seems like it's going to be hard. I've been through some really challenging office situations myself. But I think if we all just remember what this is about and really focus on being an inclusive and welcoming workplace, I've got a hunch that it's going to all work out.
You got a pretty good idea. You got a pretty good idea. Yeah. Okay.
Can we call it Phil's Day?
I mean, sure. Great. We can call it Phil's Day. Everybody, we're changing the nickname of Wednesday now to Phil's Day.
Phil's Day.
This day that will live in infamy. When almost 400 million people were killed by a simple, basic misunderstanding. This day will forever be known as Black Phil's Day.
Jet, is that why you're upset? Because I didn't get you something on Phil's Day? Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Isn't it enough that we got together on Phil's Day and that we committed to being in a desert island by ourselves during this whole nuclear holocaust?
Stella, I can't talk about this any longer. Look, we've drifted by this island where two guys are arguing.
You're gonna leave me on an island with two guys arguing?
Well,
that's a trigger for me.
You know what? I'm sorry. I'm out of line. You know what? I should be the one to go. This was originally your craft. You know what?
That's so nice, but then I know that we share triggers, and I know that that's triggering for you too. And if you leave, you're going to be triggered.
And more than that, I can't swim. But as long as you're going to be okay,
I didn't even know that about you.
There's a lot we didn't get to know about each other.
Would you both like to walk the plank? Would you both like to walk the plank?
Yes.
I like the original voice of.
I know. They changed it once we got to Canada.
Yes.
If you would like to switch to original BoatBot voice, just tap the oar twice.
Tap the oar.
Boat smash!
No!
Legit. Michael Heiman, of course, we do need to pay the bills.
Yeah, we do.
I think you have a sponsor that allows us to do exactly that.
We definitely do, considering all the copyrights we've used in this episode so far. We're definitely going to generate some money.
A lot of bills to pay.
Yeah.
Brett's doing us a favor. Brett owes us.
Who's our first sponsor?
Would you believe it? We have a celebrity endorsement again. For this first day.
Oh, wow.
So I'm just going to play it for you. Hello, my name is Sean Connery. You may know me from being Sean Connery, Oscar winner, 007 agent, a Highlander with a dragon heart, And if it's one thing we Scots are known for, it's our passion for all things culinary, especially Mexican cuisine. So forget about my Sean, Indiana, and come visit us at Sean Connery and the Last Crusade of Mexican food. We have everything you could want. Carne asada, carnitas, queso, cilantro, chorizo, everything that would make Quetzalcoatl. I'm especially proud of our mariscos. I recommend the Cameron, shaken, not stirred. And if you're wondering what's in our seafood weenies, don't. It's haggis. Regardless, our ceviche will make you scream, Junior! Why are we so good, you ask? Again, because I'm a Highlander and not dead. I had a talk with our crew and told them, you want to get Capone? Italian trattoria? Here's how you get him. He pulls a knife, you pull a gun. He sends one of yours to the hospital, you send one of his to the morgue. That's the Chicago and Scottish way. And that's how you get Capone. It's Italian trattoria. That's from the Untouchables, by the way. So come on down to Sean Connery and the Last Crusade of Mexican food. So you can be the man now, dog.
That was incredible. I love that he touched on every movie he was ever in.
Oh, and I love that
not Darby O'Gill and the Little People or whatever.
I love that he did all the different voices of all his different characters.
Yeah, right?
That
Dragonheart voice was spot on.
Just ran right through.
Yeah. Isn't he Welsh?
Is he? I don't know.
No,
I thought he was Scottish.
He's a Highlander. We know that for sure. That's
I thought
confirmed.
he and Catherine Zeta-Jones are from the same country.
Oh, she's definitely Welsh.
Whatever that is.
Shocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shocking.
The UK.
Is that why they were in entrapment together?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what's more shocking, Alex, is the fact that they were romantically involved in a movie together.
For what it's worth, I did have this
Born
Leave
in
your country
Edinburgh.
to meet someone.
He was
here.
born in Edinburgh.
Oh.
Edinburgh?
Oh, Edinburgh, Scotland.
Yeah.
Junior.
Edinburgh, Wales.
Edinburgh, North
Plot
Carolina.
Yeah, it's like Paris, Texas. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hollywood, Florida.
I think
He's from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I think in Wales they pronounce all the G's and H's though.
I love that Sean Connery. I have a feeling we're going to see more ads from that guy.
You have a feeling?
I have a feeling.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I can speak the same way they do in Wales. Isn't it just like the...
Yeah.
Yes, I was waiting for it.
Now that is a
accurate.
humpback whale right there. So no offense.
HR.
I'm pretty sure that whale's going to have more ads in the future too.
more dumb choices. Who's made some dumb choices?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That worked out well for you.
Oh, I was going to add another layer to my relationship onion.
Oh, yeah.
My last relationship onion layer is that after knowing each other for 2 months, we began to hunt for a home together, which we bought in July of 2020.
This indeed does sound
pandemic.
unwise. Yes.
Yeah, it sounds very unwise. Everyone told us it was unwise, and we are both
did it
very
anyway.
stubborn human beings, and we did it anyway. And it ended up being great because I don't know if y'all were watching the housing market, but in July of 2020, it was complete poo-poo. It was great, and the rates were low. And now
What are you in love? Or are you just trying to prove everybody else wrong?
Right.
I just have to validate my feelings because I was taught as a child that my feelings are invalid. So I'm just trying to constantly validate.
What I love about this story is it took like 3 years for you to finally decide to join this podcast. 3 years.
Yes.
Like, do I want to be like on a team with collaborative people?
It took me 3
and have-
tequilas to join my future husband.
That's a big decision.
Yeah.
In her defense,
Yes.
this is a real commitment. Not like
It is.
But
Yeah,
in less than a
marriage is
lunar
not-
cycle, she was in a long-term committed relationship and buying a house. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Correct.
Priorities. Yeah.
Just checking the score. Okay.
Hey, when you know. She's still pretty unsure about this fucking podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
SLP,
yeah.
Been burned by the podcast.
I've only known them for 10
Marriages
years.
come and go, but podcasts are forever. Yeah.
That's so true, though. Improv is forever.
Yeah. That's right.
They're like, I can't get on your case because I think probably about 2 months after we started dating, I stopped by Rachel's apartment after getting back in town for Christmas and then never left.
I'm telling you, this is it.
so-
This is the sign
Yeah.
of good relationships.
Now, admittedly, I was living in an apartment that she never saw. Even if she saw
Why?
smoke pouring out, because it was like my apartment was. Imagine being homeless but having a roof. That was essentially like it was a TV with built-in VCR on a milk crate,
Nice.
a futon.
That's a deal closer right there.
Yeah, and then
nice.
And then like I don't know, maybe 4, 6, 7, 8 tons of regret, and that was it. That was everything that was in the.
You guys were dating when you were a freshman in college.
That Costco regret.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I knew Chris Compton for many years before that relationship. I also never saw his apartment.
Yep.
And this is how I knew he didn't want anyone to see his apartment. He's the only person in Los Angeles that I've ever met who never asked anyone for help moving.
Yeah.
Like, and maybe it's because he only had 4 things in that apartment.
Oh, yeah.
There was a lot of heavy regret, though. That's a lot for one person to lift.
I mean, yeah, it was an easy move. Imagine, you know, the scene in Silence of the Lambs where you think the cops are going to break into Buffalo Bill's house, but then they bust into a house and it's just a completely featureless white empty house.
Yes.
So pour some dirt on that. And or the whole
I just wanted to say,
Buffalo
so
Bills.
imagine that. Yeah. So you remember that scene, right? Well, so the back of the van, the back of Buffalo Bill's van. That was my part.
Yeah.
Can you help me move this couch in there? Can you help me move this couch? Thanks. I just hurt my arm the other day.
This TaskRabbit commercial is amazing.
Would you fuck this couch? I'd fuck this couch.
Sean Michael, tell us about your multiple stupid choices.
All right. See, I don't know that I have one choice that is how is it phrased? A stupid choice that worked out well.
Dumbest. I said dumbest decision.
Dumbest. See, I think none of my decisions are based on some intellectual exercise. Like I go with how I feel about something, and that's never. So they're not really smart. I would say they're not well thought out. And to my credit, I'm still alive and I live indoors. So I feel like it's kind of working out for me.
Yeah.
I could, like, in retrospect, if I was playing this more of a game of not making dumb choices, I would have made a lot of different choices. But I'm also, what are you going to do? I'm okay with where I am.
Yeah. I also have one, if that's okay. Can I jump in?
I'll allow it.
Thank you. Copyright Kiss Compton. So I was going to do some improv shows, and I was going to hang out with my buddy Michael Heiman, and I made the.
Oh my goodness, that's one of the worst choices, dumbest choices you can make.
Wow, it gets worse.
Oh wait, that's not it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it has to have worked out well for you.
Yeah.
He's here now. So
I made the dumbest. I made the dumbest choice where I accidentally left my wallet at home, and then at the end of the night, we went to a plancha truck, and Michael got my burrito and 2 tacos and my drink, and I didn't have to pay for it, so that worked out in my best interest.
Yeah. I like that story. I think that is on pair with.
That's a very authentic story.
Did I tell the story right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
It happened 5 times.
Why does this guy keep forgetting his wallet? I didn't realize this until like we were mid-conversation, which also says that I'm a narcissist who doesn't listen when other people are talking. But my dumb choice was when I graduated college, I had an opportunity to take a teaching job in my hometown, and I had already decided I was moving to California for no reason at all. My plan was to become a teacher. It's not one of those things where it's like, no, man, if you're going to be a school teacher, you got to move to California. That's where the action is. Right? And so I packed up and moved myself across the country to live with my friend who I knew him since first grade. He's a really good friend, but he's also like our friend who it was like, if there was going to be a friend who you were like, hey, who's the guy who got you to invest in crypto and then walked away a millionaire and left you penniless? It would probably be that friend. But it like wound up being something that like absolutely transformed my life in like 1,000 different ways. And like everybody was like, we all thought you were going to live out there for like 3 years tops and then move back. And it's like, well, you were wrong. This is great.
Well, once you moved out of Texas and you were teaching in California, you were probably just so blown away that the textbook wasn't a Bible like it was back home. So that was a huge.
Well, I mean, there were so many words in the textbooks. So many words.
If you turn to the next, there's more than one page.
Yeah, exactly.
Super. Hey, Alex, I know you're excited about the high school reunion back in Nebraska, but I'm telling you.
Yeah, I've never been skinny till now.
I'm asking you politely, as your friend, to not go.
What? Why?
Well, once you left to become like a world famous and super rich screenwriter, I told everyone that you had passed away, and
what?
Like I got free drinks the whole night. It was I said you're dead, but I mean I got drinks, so it's fine.
I had 35 years that you could have said I was dead, where I was doing nothing and my life was worthless, and now 35 years later I'm finally worth something and I don't even get to prove it to anyone?
Well, yeah, see, once you won the Oscar and everybody was like, oh, I remember Alex, she was so cool, she was super fat. I was like, yeah, she's dead now and she was my friend. And then drinks the whole night. It was like I still get free drinks at that bar.
Wait, the person we just saw accept an Oscar is dead?
Yeah, she like right after she just like blocked this like you know that
this is a live TV show. I mean, I'm sure there's like a 7-second delay, but
yeah, it happened right then. Like, you know the thing in Avengers where like they turned into ash and was like, oh, I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. It's a documentary, and like that's where they got that from. So
wait,
so they wrote that in the past about this event that happened 7 seconds ago in the Academy Awards.
I will have a little bit of everything. So whatever is just like on just a little bit of everything.
Josh, I feel like when you said friend, you were stumbling over the word wife. Did you lie to our friends and tell them that we were married?
I mean, 7 years is technically common law.
So I mean, if you're married, wouldn't you be at the Oscars with her
or the funeral?
Well, it's because I love you guys. You guys are the real people, not like my bullshit wife who's like now like one of like the paparazzi or something. You know what I mean?
Mourn weird.
Hey, weird people have their things, okay? And you're questioning me on about my dead friend wife. You're going to question me and my dead friend wife. I will have a Moscow Mule, please, if you don't mind, for that outrage.
Let's just clear this up at the reunion. Oh my gosh. You are such a convincing ghost. Wow.
Right? I did an invocation, and here she is. God, she came out. Alex is here.
I can't even see through you.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, we all didn't believe that you were dead, but that one thing that Josh said after we all came up with the most logical objections you could possibly imagine, was so convincing that now all of us believed it.
Yeah, and this form is so much physically smaller than your form used to be.
I barely recognize it. Yeah.
It's the ghost weight. It's the ghost weight.
It is, and I
Alex,
almost
tell her about the ghost weight, please.
I almost want to prove everyone wrong, but at the same time, I love this attention. I never got this attention, so yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing. Once your soul leaves your body, it's so much less weight.
And you know that movie that you won the Oscar for, I really loved how well you wrote that lifeboat character. I mean, a lot of people I went home to my dad and I repeated that whole monologue that the lifeboat, like his acceptance speech to my dad, as a way of letting my dad know that I could be in support of him the way that lifeboat talked about being in support of all those people.
Would you be able to recreate that for me so I could experience that?
I mean, yeah, I'm going to cut out the weird stuff that he said about that guy's wife, but he was like...
Oh, that's an amazing replica of that speech.
I just paraphrased and put my dad's name in there.
Yeah, Tom.
That's
nice.
Yeah. So thank you.
I would offer you a drink, but I assume spirits can't drink spirits. Is that a thing?
It's cannibalism.
Oh,
so smart.
Good to know.
That's how Oscars are made, people.
I'm so sorry we ever doubted your husband. It's very clear from your presence now that you're dead.
My husband?
Oh yeah. He told us that you guys were fully married, and
he said you were his friend wife.
Yeah, he kept saying the word consummate over and over again until it stopped sounding like a word. You know how that happens?
Yeah,
It even got less icky. It got less icky than it started. Yeah, it was weird.
Oh, it sounds like an icky word.
Yeah,
That is
very
an icky word.
very icky. Yeah,
Alex is definitely my consommé. That's for sure.
And the Oscar for Best Actress goes to Alex's High School Reunion.
This is Alex's High School Reunion's first Oscar nomination and first win. They've been previously nominated. Never.
They're walking all the way from Nebraska, so it's going to take some time.
legit. Michael, I believe we have a second sponsor for this week's episode. Is that correct?
Would you believe it? Because it's true. We do.
Now I believe it. Yes. Yeah. You've confirmed
This one's for
it,
Sean
now.
Connery too?
No. Sir Connery did not have anything to do with
It'd be
this
a lot
one.
cooler if it was.
The Scot and not the Welshman. Right?
It'd be a lot cooler if it was.
Be a lot cooler if they
Or,
were all from Sean Connery from now on, Josh. Is that what you're saying?
Or if they were Matthew McConaughey.
I
or
assume
Christopher
this
Walken.
is exactly. Yeah, I assume this is Jeremy Irons or something.
I thought it was Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Right, yeah.
Man, don't get your hopes up, everyone.
My hopes are high.
If I don't hear Jeremy Irons, I'm going to call it out.
Lower those expectations. Just
So,
all
Phil
the way
Spector?
down.
Michael Heiman's my dead wife. Here we go.
Sometimes the real terror is the thing that you don't see. Sometimes the horror is something that only tickles at the edges of your mind. With Oh God No, the horror is real, but you just can't see it. But what did you see? Did you see it? How do you unsee it? With Oh God No, the terror is on the fringes. Maybe you had a fleeting thought about the darkness deep in space, ominously looking towards you. It looks at you. You look back. Just ask Julia Roberts about her experience with Oh God No. She's gone. She's gone. She fell. She's a cultist now. Cthulhu Futagan. This is too much. This is too much. Listen, please, no more. Oh God, no. The horror. I can't take it. I can't take it. Oh God, no!
Scary. Very scary.
Yes.
Wait, is it over?
Yeah, and I gotta say that's a spot on Olivia Colman if I've ever heard of it.
Yes. Oh my God. And the Oscar goes to. Yeah.
It was
Even
Al
better than
Roberts.
the favorite.
Julia Roberts. For Oh God, no.
It is nice to see Julia Roberts getting work.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Finally, those commercials are going to people who need,
For
who need
once.
the residual. So I will say, like, on this question, it's the weird thing of being a parent now is, like, almost every decision that I've ever made that led me to the place I am today is something that I would dissuade my daughter from doing.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I moved to Los Angeles with $1,500, 500 of which went to rent a van. And then drove across the country, straight across the country without stopping for 2 days. And then and now some things happened and here I am. But like, that would be
yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, that's like, I see those things and I'm like, I mean, I would 100% tell her not to do this.
You know what's wild though? I only know men who have done that, who've driven across the country to Los Angeles on no sleep and just gone straight there. I do not have one female friend who's made that choice.
Well, that's because women are smarter than
I was waiting
men.
for one of you to say it, but
Yeah.
I wasn't going to be the one.
You insinuated.
I did. A strong insinuation.
If you don't believe me, just ask these 5,000 years of human history.
Jason, you got anything? I'm super curious.
Yeah, I do. It took me a second to really think it through because when you think about like a dumb idea, you don't normally think about it like working out. But I do have one that kind of is like a dual dumb idea. So when I was a teenager, I wanted like a really dope sound system in my car. And so I took out a credit card. I had a crappy little job, but I took out a credit card and I wanted to install this sound system. And the sound system was like over $2,000. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to pay this off, but I got about 28 days to figure it out. And so also around this time, maybe like just a few weeks before that, I don't know if you guys remember like these things, but when I decided I wanted to become an actor, it was one of those like seminars that comes on TV late at night, like, hey, you want to be an actor working in Hollywood? I'll get you there in no time. And I'm like, hey, that's for me. That's what I want to do, right?
Right.
So I go to this hotel conference room.
Oh my God.
And I sign up. And they sell me on like these classes and like this website to get my profile up, to meet casting directors, the whole thing, right? And so I give them money. I don't remember how much it was. It was like maybe it was too much. It was too much. Yeah, it was like.
Is this still in Detroit?
This is in Detroit. This is in Detroit when this happened.
Shout out Detroit.
I give them. I fork over like my $1,500 also on my credit card, right? Because I'm like, I got it now. I got a credit card. I can do anything. So. After about a week or two, they never did anything for me. Like no profile, nothing. Like nothing was happening. This thing was a total scam city. And so I gave them about a month to like, make something happen. They were supposed to like put a profile up and all that kind of stuff. And they did nothing.
Yeah.
But recently I had heard of a Michigan law at that time that if someone sells you a goods or service, and they don't give you that goods or service, it doesn't like add up, it doesn't amount to what the good or service is supposed to be worth, they have to pay you back and double what you didn't get. Right? So I call them on the phone, I'm like, hey, you guys, I really need this service to work out. Like, you guys have been like, putting me on the hold for like a month. And they're like, oh yeah, there's nothing we can do for you, but we're going to have somebody get right on that. I'm like, well, go ahead and cancel the service, and I'm going to need you guys to refund me all the money. They gave me some pushback on that. And I'm like, hey, listen, I'm not going to talk to you about it anymore. Here's the Michigan law. This transaction happened in Michigan. The next phone call is going to be from my lawyer, which I didn't have a lawyer. There was no lawyer to be had. So I hung up the phone like, well, I hope that works out. Credit card statement, there was a credit for $1,500, right? Then on the following month, there was another credit for $1,500. Okay. The next month, because now it's the double, there's another credit. The system is paid off, and I didn't have to give any of my summer shitty job money to pay for it.
That's a great story.
Yes.
And I would say you got the best acting lesson, which is you acted like somebody who had a lawyer.
Yes.
And you nailed it. So
I nailed it. My first acting job.
Yeah. You nailed it.
You booked it and you got paid. Super.
Okay, so if I want to make sure I'm hearing this clearly. You're not a bank or cash advance. You are what they call a loan shark.
Yeah, listen, I don't know who you've been talking to, but yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sign me up. I'm in. Like,
you're cool with 73% interest?
I mean, how much? Like, whatever it is. Yeah, sure. Like
23%.
I really need
numbers.
the money.
I don't make them up. That's just what they are.
Okay, well, I'm not good with numbers. That's why I'm here. Yeah, sign me up.
Oh, you're not good with numbers? Perfect. How much you need?
I was thinking like
5,000?
No, $5, man. I want to go to the McDonald's, get the dollar menu, get myself some McMuffins,
Okay, this is hardly worth my time.
Okay, $10. $10. Hey, let's not haggle. $10. Okay.
For this hassle, I'm gonna have to take your kneecap.
Hey, come over here. Come over here.
No,
what's that?
No. Come here. Hey.
Is someone snapping at me? I'm a dog. I'll follow.
Come on.
Okay.
I couldn't hop over here on you. Okay.
Yes.
This guy wouldn't take your business.
Yeah.
Well, listen.
Unless I don't know.
You don't need to play with the loan sharks. Right here, loan guppy. Loan guppy. I got your $10 for you right here.
Loan guppy. I like. Okay, so $10. Okay, and then when do I need to pay you back?
You don't need to pay me back. I mean, you can pay me back if you want to, especially if you want your toes. But, you don't need to pay me back.
So it's been 16 weeks since you borrowed that money, and you haven't paid him back. And he sent me here to remind you that you don't need to pay him back.
Thank God. Okay, cool, man. I'm not going to pay him back. I got it.
Please don't take his name in vain. Please say, just have some respect.
Thank Guppy, I don't have to pay him back. No, you're right.
Thank you. See, we can.
Thank you, Loan Guppy.
Hey, Loan Guppy, can I talk to you a little bit over here?
Yeah, of course, anytime.
Number one, I don't want to listen. Far be it from me to get after somebody else's the business model,
Yeah,
but
we
don't
all
know how you're
work
making
our own
money.
angles. It's fine. It's fine. What's up?
Here's my problem. You're cutting into my business. You're cutting into my business. You're giving money and taking none back, and then they find out about my exorbitant rates there, and they don't want to go with me. They go with you because you don't have to pay them back.
Well, have you thought about being a little bit nicer to your clients? Maybe maybe you keep them.
Whoa! I just said I would never get on your business model. Now you're getting on my business model? That's disrespectful.
Well,
that is you're out of line, buddy. You're out of line.
In fairness, you say you're not going to get on my business model, but you did. I don't know. I think there's a word for that. I don't know what the phrase is. I've got no clue. But when you say you're not going to do something while you're doing the thing, that's it's not very nice. It's not very honest. And I feel like that reflects
my
on you.
business acumen?
Hey, guys, can you keep it down? It's me, the lone whale. All right? I'm over here trying to shore up the economies of major nations at ridiculous rates of interest, okay?
Whoa. Cool your blowhole over there, eh?
Yeah, and watch the water. You know, I feel like I'm getting pulled in here. I don't want to become lunch.
You give me any more lip, I'll spit an entire Pinocchio at you.
Hey, just krill out, huh?
Hey, Grease, it's been like 16 weeks since the lone whale loaned you $4.6 trillion, and you still haven't paid it back.
Yeah?
Okay, just checking.
Here's the thing. We're old and we get confused. There was some language involved, and it wasn't all Greek to me, so I didn't understand it.
Don't make me come back here and give you another $4.6 trillion, because we will do it.
Okay, what I'm hearing from you is you want me to not give you what I don't understand in the first place? Is this making sense? Because everyone else seems to understand me.
Listen, as my enforcer, I think you need to be a little bit more clear. Had they even bothered to attempt to fix up the Acropolis?
No, it's still like the thing looks old.
That's
like
what
it's
they
falling
said the
apart.
money was for.
Oh, that's what it. Oh, I wrote it on my hand, but it's so hot there, it got all sweaty. I started asking him about Metropolis. You know that Fritz Lang movie?
So we finished it. It's a shot-for-shot remake of Metropolis. The Acropolis, the Acropolis is what we're calling it over there. We'd love to put some of the money into that if you don't mind.
So the one note we have is, you know how the entire sort of futuristic part of it takes place off screen? And it's really just like a 2-hour relationship conversation between a robot and what appears to be some sort of toaster oven?
Yeah, and we went top shelf on that. We went Amana for that toaster oven.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's great toaster oven and
spared
great product placement.
In terms of casting, we cast the best toaster oven we could.
We would have pulled you. We would have shut this production down, except that product placement is actually keeping this entire studio alive.
And I don't know if you noticed who was playing the robot, but it was a rowboat.
That wasn't rowboat. Oh, well, okay. Never. Just hey, you can't get an autograph for me, could you?
It was Rowboat Robot. Is what
yeah. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah. I saw. I read his autobiography. I can
get you an ore mark.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. You go. We're all behind you.
Okay, Mr. Connery, thank you for coming in. I know you're super busy today. Let me just run this by you real quick, okay? It's written by former Oscar Award winner Alex Wiesel, rest in peace. One word: Acropolis.
Acropolis.
Yeah, you and Acropolis.
And you're saying the writer's dead?
As far as I know, me being her friend / husband, super dead.
So you're a widower for your dead wife?
Yes, I am a widower. Yes, correct.
You know what? I thought your script was crap, but for the memory of your wife, I think I'll take the Sean Connery will do it.
Guys, we're in a spot. Sean Connery recorded 90% of the dialogue, and we just have one line left, but he died. So we really need somebody to fill in this last line. That is just. I got you. That is oh my God! It's all over. So Jason, please, can you just do your best, Sean Connery? We just got to find somebody to fill this in. I'm going to need everybody to do.
Okay, let me give this last line a try. Welcome to the other side, Prasad. Does that work?
That's pretty damn good. We got it on tape. Compton, please give me your best reading.
Oh, yeah, I got the last line right here. It is, the producers would like to thank the Atlanta Film Commission.
That's you know what, Jason, I think has you beat on that. Alex, can you do your best, Sean Connery?
Sure.
Sorry, Jason, you just
Keep going. Sorry.
It's that subtle Scottish accent that really comes through.
Legit.
I like you got legit before I pimped out all of you. So.
Yes.
Lucky.
I don't mean to get all math nerd on this, but you said he recorded 90% of his lines and he had one left. Sean Connery had 10 lines in that movie.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's short film.
That man knows how to negotiate down. Yes. Yeah. $10 million, $1 million per line.
Yeah. And I'm sure that's cheap for him.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
It was a very long last line.
Yes. And speaking of cheap productions, that brings ours to a close.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining me once again. Another episode of the Super Legit Podcast. Michael Heiman, I think you have some things to say.
I sure do, Jet. As always, thank you, as always, to Matt Walker for our intro and outro music. This episode was hosted by Jet Kaufman, edited by Jet Kaufman and Chris Sanders, and co-hosted by me, Michael Heiman. Every scene you heard today was improvised on the spot, along with some of the ads, with only a light touch of editing for your comfort. If you're loving what we're doing, please pause real quick and write a 5-star review before you close your app and tell your friends about us. Tonight's regular cast included Josh Spence, Stephen C. James, Sean Michael Boozer, Chris Compton, and Alex Rose Wiesel, and our very special guests, Douglas Sarine and Jason Echols. Do you guys have anything you want to plug, tell our listeners about?
Yeah, I would like to plug something if that's okay.
Yes, please.
So I recently had a short film distributed on Armaletto. So you guys can check that film out. It's called Along Came a Callback. If you Google it, I'm sure it'll come up. Or you can go to my Instagram page. The link's in the bio, Jason_Echols. And I'd like you guys to check that out if you get a chance.
We'd love to. We'll put the links in the show notes.
Yay.
And I've got a new improvised podcast out called Anthem of Life. Check it out. It's nothing but a good time. Get it wherever you get podcasts.
Sweet. We'll put
So
a link to
we're
that
going
one
to
too.
advertise another podcast on.
Oh, yeah. I imagine that's going to get cut out.
Yeah, we'll just cut that out. Don't worry, Doug. We'll cut it out.
That's fine. That's fine. Yes. Yeah.
I just assumed that's why I went after Jason. So just to make it easier on you, Jeff.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
You're one of our favorite guests.
Remember when we used to have Doug on the show? That was fun.
Yeah, until he declared war on us. Yeah. There can only be one podcast that nobody listens to in the improv community, and that's us, baby.
Guys, there's room in this world for too many podcasts.
I think that's going to be our Fast and the Furious podcast.
Or too many.
All right. Well, that's it. Thank you all. Love seeing your faces, and hope to see our guests back here again with us soon.
One of them.
Thanks, y'all.
Jet.
Absolutely.
Gratitude.
Yeah.
Jet.
Yeah. What's up, Josh?
Will you be my ghost wife on our desert island?
I can't even be mad. That was an amazing answer.
Anything's on. Oh my time. I kicked the door on its hinges just so I could move on. Oh, 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 oh.
And that's our show.
You had me at.
That was fun.
That was fun, guys. Great. That was great. Thanks.
Oh, thank you so much for joining us. Where did Douglas go?
Did we just
He said he really took that pod joke seriously. He was like, "Fuck you."
Doug was on his way to a concert.
Oh,
wow.
okay.
That's
Wait,
why
was he
in his
fully
car.
uploaded, or did the whole thing just get?
It says complete for him, so I'm going to cross my fingers that it's telling the
thank
truth.
you.
That's crazy.
He really is declaring war right now.
Wow. Oh.
I like the idea that if his stuff didn't upload, that somebody's gonna have to listen to the podcast and sort of jump in and play him.
Yeah, it'll be Sean Connery.